Now see, this is the second example. In the second example, enter any 10 numbers each in one column A and B. Obtain the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the numbers corresponding to column A and B. What we have to do in this case, we have to enter any 10 numbers in column A and B. So that is your choice. You can take any 10 numbers in column A and in column B. And once you take these 10 numbers, then you have to do the arithmetic operations like addition. So that is the first one. Add A and B, subtract A and B, multiply A and B, and finally you have to division of this column A and B. So let us take A plus B as C, A minus B as D. Likewise, multiplication should be taken as E and division should be taken as F. So that means that you have to prepare first two columns A and B. So once we prepare column A and B, then C should be such that in which you have to add A and B. So A plus B is C, D is equal to A minus B, like E is equal to A multiplied by B, and F is equal to A divided by B. So likewise you have to do. So how to take these 10 numbers? So now we will go to our Excel sheet and start with the operations. So first, as you know that each question in your question paper carries 8 marks. So out of these 8 marks, the first should be aim. So aim having 1 mark, statistical tools. So that means you have to write down the required formulae. Then you have to prepare the observation table. See, this is the observation table. So this is nothing but our observation table, and observation table carries 3 mark. Then you have to do the operations. So that is for 2 marks, and finally you have to write down the conclusion, which is for 1 mark. So that is the distribution of 8 marks, right? So how to write this? Aim, use of arithmetic operators in MS Excel. So that is the aim. Then the second is, what are the statistical tools? The statistical tools are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, these are the tools that we have to use. Then we have to select the data, and in column number A, so that is in column A, I have to take 10 observations. In column B also I have to take 10 observations. And once I have selected the values in column A and B, then the natural operations that we have to do is C is equal to A plus B, D is equal to A minus B, and like this. So how to do this? So first I have to prepare the columns A, B, C, D, E and F, and then we have to select the values in column A. So how to select the values? Instead of taking values manually, we will take these values with the help of Excel, and for that purpose we have to use a function called rand between function. So we have to use this function, rand between function, and with the help of rand between function we will select these 10 observations. How to select these 10 observations? So we will start with this. So this is my first cell, in which I have to write the function equal to rand, R-A-N-D, rand. See, there is a rand between, you can see this. So can you see this? So this is a rand between. Rand between what is? So the rand between is, so the function rand between, in rand between function we have to write the values which are low. First we have to write the value which is low, and then we have to write the value which is maximum. low and high. Suppose if I want to take the values between 10 and 100. So the function is, see, this is the function, and what this function is, this function gives us rand between low comma high. So rand between low comma high. Low means the lower value, high means the higher value. Suppose if I want to take the values between 10 and 100, then my low value is 10, my higher value is how much? My higher value is 100. So first we have to input these values. So the value is 10, 10, comma, and the maximum value is 100. So bracket complete, enter. So I am getting first value as 17. Now drag this second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th, and use the function. So that means these are the values that I am getting. First I have, in the first cell I have taken rand between function, and if you see, these are the values which are in between 10 and 100. But suppose if I do any operation in any other cell, suppose if I add some value here, if I enter value 10, and enter, so if you see, the cell value is 91 in this case. Suppose if I change this value as 30, see how the value is moving. So just I want to make this as a larger one. See, this value is 20. Now I am replacing value by 30, and if you see, the corresponding cell value 91 is there. The corresponding cell value is 91. If I enter this, then this value now becomes 93. So that means these values are changing. So to make the calculations, we first need to fix this value. So how to fix this value? So take the corresponding all values. So copy this, first copy, and again take the same 10 values. So again, either we can take this as the same values or in another column. So drag this up to 10 values, and now use the paste special, and in paste special there is a function called paste values. So if you see paste values, now this value remains the same. See, the value in fx, it remains the same. So there is no rand between function. So this is the selection of a. So in this way I can take the value a. Now what I have to do? So I have to take again 10 values from b. So I have to take 10 values from b. So how to take these 10 values from b? So for that purpose, again I have to enter a function called rand between. So equal to RAND, rand between. And rand between the lower values, now I am interested in lower value as 100 and the higher value as 200. So okay, enter this, select this, and drag up to 10 values. See, these are the 10 values, and what we have to do is first we have to autofill this. So that means first what we have to do, select this, select autofill. We are getting the values. These are the values that we are getting, and these are in between 100 and 200. But again observe, see the corresponding cell value, this value is 30, but the corresponding cell value is 90. Suppose if I change this value as 40, see the corresponding value is 190 and again the corresponding value in cell A, in column A is 93. But suppose if you enter this 93 remains the same, but this value changes. Now it comes to be 112. Why this happens? Because the function is rand between, which is existent. So the rand between function is there. See, the function is there, rand between function is there. So now what we have to do, we have to remove this rand between function and make it as fixed. How to do this? Select these values copy, copy, again select the same cell. So select the cell and paste special, paste values. Now these values becomes, if you see these values are now become free from rand between. All these values free from rand between. Now you can do whatever calculations you want to do. So this is A, this is B. So the column C is equal to A plus B. A, now this is plus, and B. A plus B. How to do A plus B? Equal to, select this plus sign, select this value and enter. So see this value comes out to be, and all select all these values and fill these values. So it is very simple autofill. So that will gives us the value as 30 plus 108 is 138. So likewise, so we have to find out the values of D. So what is D? In D, so we have to take the values as A minus B. How to do this? Equal to, so select the value A first, A minus, select the value B, enter. So this is minus 41. So now take the values and fill these values. So once you take these values, so we have to now enter the values and fill the values. So this comes out to be the value of D. So likewise we have to calculate the value of E. So what is E? E is nothing but A multiplied by B equal to, select the cell of first cell in A, multiply, select this cell B, enter. So this is the value that I am getting. So select all these values and then you have to select. So now select this value. So this is my A, this is my A multiplied by B. So now what we have to do? We have to autofill, that will give us the value as these. These are A multiplied by B. And finally what we have to do? So we have to calculate the value of F. And what is F? F is nothing but A divided by B. What is A? A is 86 divided by, take the sign of divided by, B is 127 and the value comes out to be 0.67716. So select all these values and go to, so there is in Excel function we have to drag it, otherwise you can autofill it. So that will gives us the value as 0.6771. So in this way we can prepare the Excel table. See, this is very simple question and it may be asked for 8 marks. So calculate the values by using rand between function and do all plus, minus, multiplication and division operations. Okay, thank you.